Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England Campaign, episode the 11th with Beast Walker. And when we left off, we had, well, we're at war with France, we conquered Paris, drove the French forces back quite a bit, all the way into Rheims in fact, and now we stand on the brink of capturing Rheims. Now there's a bigger army than there was when we left off, sort of, because I let the leftovers of the last time we fought live, because I decided to be chivalrous, kind, and hope that would give me buddy points with the Pope, who doesn't like me a lot at the minute. I am not doing well in that department. So, we're going to have to try and do something about that, which we are going to do. Once we take Rheims, we are ceasing all aggression against France. Now, this may mean hostilities don't end, because I still, in my mind, still think they started it, though technically I drew the first sword, but they shouldn't have been trespassing then, shouldn't they? Duh. And hopefully by doing that, we'll also try and get Portugal off my back. So, Lawrence Bedell is on his way to speak with the French in order to get peace. And I'm just having Rheims because I want Rheims. We're also going to try and figure out how we're going to divvy up castles and cities in the area. Because either Paris or Rheims would ideally make a decent castle. Paris is already a pretty decent city, though. It's pretty much on the same level as London, if not bigger. So actually, it's actually bigger than London. So Paris could really be. It does have potential to be a castle, I guess, but yeah, actually it doesn't have one because I can't upgrade it into a castle. Oh well, it stays as a city then. So yeah, we're gonna upgrade this area. No, I didn't mean to build a brothel. I was rebuilding something. Was I building something else here? And now I'm not building it. What the hell is going on in this game? Yeah, we were building communal farming, and now we can't build communal farming. What the hey? Alright, just do some retraining then. I just kind of ruined everything. We could build a brothel in order to start recruiting spies in the area though, which is tempting. I could use it for a leather tanner in Rheims, but I don't really need one. Town hall might be good. Small church, yeah. Can always use a religion, but we're kind of in a... Actually no, build a church, because you know what? Building churches will look good to the Pope, so let's build a church just to pay him off. But yeah, we're going to push on to the next turn. We're going to basically, you know, take Rheims, right? That's it. We've taught France a lesson for trespassing. Let's be friends for a little bit now, because, you know, there's still plenty of juicy rebel territories for me to take, like Bruges and Antwerp, which was what I was going to do originally. So, yeah. Either way, I think I will try and turn Rheims into a castle, because I want to try and keep it a 50-50 split, because I can't rely on Cayenne entirely for my military recruitment in case something was to go wrong. And also, it would make a nice eastern frontier should the Holy Roman Empire on Milan launch a really random surprise attack, since really random surprise attack seems to be a thing, with Portugal doing whatever the fuck they are doing. Anyway, we are going to push on to the next turn because we are at the end of this turn anyway, and we're going to observe what happens. We're also going to try and get the funds together. Well, actually, we do have the funds together to convert Iverness into a town. As been suggested that I just finish off the Scots, but I'm going to be nice for now. I think the Scottish are basically fucked themselves anyway, but I think once whatever... oh wait, you didn't carry anything. But at the same time, given that my papal standing is a bit precarious, I'm not going to start shit with Scotland. It's also been suggested by another commenter that we just pay the Pope money, and so I'm going to send a diplomat down to maybe pay off a dignitary at the Papal States, just to maybe just see if, you know, sort of, you know, buy an indulgence before Martin Luther calls me out on it. Anyway, let's move on to the next turn, see what the French get up to in response, and hope that the Pope doesn't do something really annoying. There is some sneaky shit being done by the Pope. And now my leader must join a crusade because it's crusading time! Because if I don't do it, I'm actually going to get excommunicated and inquisited, so I should do it. But yeah, It looks like the Pope is setting me a little ultimatum, I guess. Send Rufus on a crusade into Egypt, or get wrecked. So, I guess Rufus should, well, pack his things. He's off on a mission from God himself. We have 9 turns to join his crusade. I suggest we waste no time. So,
the
yeah.
Holy Bible may preach peace, but when it is Christendom itself that is threatened, then it is every Christian's duty to defend all that is holy. His Holiness the Pope has called a crusade to reclaim the Holy Lands from the infidel, who would deny Christian pilgrims their right to visit the holy places. It is time for the armies of Christendom to put aside their differences and unite under one banner, the sign of the cross, and give back God's children what is rightfully theirs, or die trying.
As nice as that formation was, that looked really inefficient, but yeah. Either way, apparently I'm supposed to put aside my differences with France or, you know, join. Not sure why we're going to pick on Cairo. I know it's basically the Egyptian capital, and the Egyptians are kind of a big noise, probably in this area. But, oh well, I would have thought we'd go to Jerusalem, because then I could just do one of my objectives, but fine. Still, that's another curveball thrown. Looks like the French are sending another army to attack me, so I suggest we get Rheims over and done with, and Lawrence gets a move on. So Lawrence, get a move on.
Without question,
let's jump through everything else. So editor report, it's good. We're in profit, and let's try and keep it that way. We actually do have quite a bit of money this time around. And looks like we're moving up in everything except military. Mission success, by the way. We did blockade Bordeaux. So we've been gifted some peasant archers in London. They can join the crusading army of King Rufus. Walter Bridgman has been born. So hello, Walter Bridgman. And also construction complete. Rheims has completed its small church. I want to know what this Pope thing is, but I'm gonna keep this up in suspense. Recruitment report. We have retrained our spear militia. Alliance announced. Sicily is now allied with Hungary. Cardinal promoted. Ah, yes, we were due a new cardinal. So Zontezeno of Venice has been promoted to the position of cardinal. Fair play to him. I didn't have a priest knocking about to do it for me. Or I think I did. Oh yeah, I do. I have that woman. You know what, you, yes, Paul de Beauchamp, you may have missed out, but I want to find out what the hell was sneaking around my lands. I think the Pope's up to something. So go and work out what he is up to. Martina Stufanaco, what are you and why are you in my way?
Continuing
He's an inquisitor.
Cannot hide from me.
Right. I don't really want inquisitors. Oh, we can't do anything right.
Not even the royalty escapes God's judgment.
In a way, I should try and put this annoyance down, but that's only going to make things worse. What's the Pope thinking of me right now? It's gotten worse. He doesn't like it when the word England's mentioned around him, right? We've got to get on this crusade then. Because, yeah, we are now at pretty much an all-time low now. And Portugal seems to hate us because Portugal are just dicks. Now, that navy has cleared off the parts unknown, and I was aware I wasn't carrying an army, but unblockade Bordeaux as an act of friendship, yes, and what that's where the Portugals went, and I'm going to sail right into them.
We will not surrender these waters easily.
I don't really care about what waters or whose waters, because really right now, Rufus, I have a job for you. You're off on a crusade, mate. How do I do one of those again? I forgot. Well, you know what? Let's just gather some troops and start making our way towards Cairo. So, what am I going to take with me? Because you know what? I want to do it. Well, then again, I need to retrain some stuff. Retrain what needs to be done, and we're setting off in 2 turns' time. And we're gonna do Rheims. Stop being aggressive, and we're just gonna, you know, we'll only fight in self-defense from now on. Because Lawrence is on his way to extend the hand of friendship. Or maybe I should just not take Rheims, but then again, it's so isolated. Ooh, part of me's being greedy, isn't it? I would like to have Rheims. It'd be a useful addition to my strategy. And I can focus on dealing with rebels full time. Yes. Alright, either way, that's what we'll do. So yeah, we've got to do the Holy Crusade. So I have 9 turns to do it, and yeah, I guess King Rufus could use something to do. Right, well, let's jump into our first battle then of the day, and we're going to siege Rheims, and we're going to do it nicely. We won't exterminate, we won't loot, we won't sack, we'll Let's just say, God says you got to join us, or
Hail, my
you can
king.
fuck off to whatever the new capital of France is. Simple as that, really.
As you will, my king.
Anyway, we prepared
To battle.
our siege equipment. We've got 3 ladders and a ram in order to take the wooden walled city of Rheims. So, let's just jump in, deal with this now, and hope that the Pope doesn't get too narky about this. So, we are fighting Relue Podvain. I don't think I said it right, but yeah. Either way, his army is 2 town militia, a unit of mounted sergeants, and a unit of mailed knights, all of which are pretty depleted, so you should be putting up a lot of resistance. The billmen should be able to carry this one on pretty much their own, but naturally we shouldn't get too reliant on them because billmen are in scarce supply. So let's just not get cocky, let's be nice, Robert, do it properly, be chivalrous. Strength ratio is 7-4 in my favour. The enemy has no archer power, by the way, so we should try and exploit that to our fullest, since we have several archers at my command. Either way, let's move in and take Rheims for myself.
Muster your courage, men. We march into battle.
Then we put aside all our differences and go and kill the Egyptians. I'll be nice.
The love of God is 1,000 times stronger than any mortal armor. His wrath against our foes is 1,000 times better than 1,000 arrows. Our faith gives us his aid, and more, it will give us victory. Now cries St. George, and look for that victory. Our French foes hold us in scant regard, lads. This is a mistake they often make, being arrogant and wine-sodden in equal measure. And now, I trust my life and victory to the judgment of the Almighty, for I know our cause to be true and just. So pray, you miserable English buggers, and make sure God knows you think the same!
Our cause is very true and just, because my cause is I just fucking hate the French. Simple as that. Fact of life. It comes with a package of being English. Well, a medieval Englishman. Well, then again, we kind of just... we only really started liking France come World War I, didn't we? Yeah. It's a massive... It's like one of history's greatest rivals, really, isn't it, when you think about it? The rivalry between the French and the English. Anyway, I am happy for my billmen to take the lead on this one, since the enemy has no archer power whatsoever, so we can just basically march in strongest foot forward. There will be archer towers to contend with, however, but we should be able to bypass them quite easily, provided we don't do anything silly. Spears, I'm going to keep marching along. Actually, you know what? Spears, I have an idea for you. You depleted billman, you know what? I'm going to have you sit this one out because you are quite depleted, so I'm going to save you for retraining. I'm going to have the spears take the rams because the enemy might try and respond with cavalry, so let's make sure we're ready to deal with that should it happen. Archers, you just all become one big gang here because you're basically just going to walk in, attack what you want because they're still very... Oh, fuck, I can't see. Ah, that's annoying. I was going to say, what's the difference? Well, it's a mystery now. Anyway, let's just jump into this battle, take Cram quickly, do it nicely, do it chivalrously, and then hopefully the Pope will forgive me. Right, the enemy's already opening fire, so let's get on with it because the enemy defences will be working against us. So get these walls scaled, get those gates down. You know what you're doing, lads. Simple as that, really. Looks like we're going to be dealing with the enemy town militia first things first, but they are pretty much unarmoured, they're weak, they're foppish. Billmen ideally shouldn't really have any issue dealing with them, so we're just going to march forward, get it over and done with. Archers, we don't really need to worry about fire arrows today. You can just keep, I mean, I know the walls are working, so we might just burn them down, but to be honest, just focus on making some killings. We're going to have you two try and focus on the puncher unit. I'll let the dedicated militia unit just deal with this one because they're now. Either way, everyone knows what we're doing. We are losing a couple of men to the enemy defences at the minute, but we're holding out alright for now, so it really shouldn't be an issue. So we could just try and get some arrows flying in before we make our men advance onto the walls. As you can see, we're already starting to reduce the enemy numbers a little bit. Not so much over here. Come on, lads. Oh, that's not supposed to happen. Right, Rams on fire. Alright, levy spears. Just pull it out for the minute. We'll have to find another way in for you lot. We'll have you buddy up with this ladder, because those knights are looking for an excuse to get in the city. Oh, one of them died by archer. Well done, archers. Maybe I have a better use for you now. Yeah. Tell you what.
The ladders are now in place.
The French had escaped.
Walls are no match for the valour and force of our arms.
Lads, since our men are now advancing up the walls, I have a better idea. Peasant archers go target the mailed knights. You lot go and target. Oh no, you go target the mailed knights. Use your fire arrows on the mailed knights. They are armoured. You lot can just pretty much bop off those sergeants. They're not particularly well armoured, so they'll be vulnerable to an attack. Anyway, we're going to take these towers anyway as we make our way up, and we're getting out. Come on, Billman, you know what you're doing. I don't know why some of you are carrying torches, by the way. Are you like blind or something? It is not night time, it's bloody midday. Well, I guess we're doing it to look threatening. Like, you know, like those berserk dudes off Lord of the Rings who have the Olympic torch in one hand. Oh, come on, did you actually fucking die? Come on, Billman. Put a little bit of elbow grease into it, please.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, looks like the enemy's going to just try and descend on one area, so I'm going to get the levy spears to start making their way up the walls now. Yeah, the enemy is going to just pretty much hoard it seems. Right, Billman, you need to start making your way this way and prepare to lend a hand to these Billmen here. They're doing everything they can, but they are starting to lose a little bit of morale, which is a little strange. I would think these guys will have a little bit more heart in the fight, because, come on, we're just coming off a high of one victory. We should be able to do this one easy. Looks like we're losing a lot of these tablets are just going to run away. Fine by me. Archers are starting to pick on these guys, by the way, so let's just hope a few shots do come down and take down the Master Sergeants. I've got my other archers just moving in, trying to get into position to deal with these guys. Well, that French town might start eyeing us up.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
So it should be. Right, we have pushed out some of the town militia, so it looks like the enemy is about to lose control of the walls. So, men, I want to just take control of the walls, and then we're going to get the spearmen down, because we're going to probably be dealing with a little bit of cavalry. Archers, I have a new plan for you. Go target the town militia while they're not on the walls. Billman, hold your position. We're not jumping down just yet. Just hold control of the walls for now. Let the archers do their work. Who's dying over here, by the way? Are we still having a little bit of a fight up here? Yeah, some of the town militia aren't quite retreating yet. Alright. Got the levy spears helping out, though, so we should be alright against them. They are shakers. Their morale isn't the last of my levy spears. They're actually holding out quite well, but their numbers aren't doing too well, but then because we lost quite a few to the enemy towers. Here, where archers, they're having just a bit of fun now. They're just picking them off.
Our men are winning the battle.
What are we doing over here?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Volley, good volley, good volley, good volley. Let's see them raining down onto those mailed knights. Yes, got hit. Didn't get a kill, but it's alright. Next one on the knight, the bastard. Right. Keep it up, lads. What's going on over here? What have we got going on here? Ah, yes, the general himself. Archers, I have a fun new target for you. Kill him. Let the peasant archers continue doing what they're doing. Do hold the gates now as well, so we should be able to take control. And I don't think the walls will start fighting back, but yeah, that's right. How are we doing over here? We've nearly got the town militia down, hopefully. We are pushing them back. Apparently there's 103 of them. I can't bullshit on that. 101 of these guys, but I don't even know what's going on anymore. I think the enemy units just split up all over the place because, well, just didn't really have a clue. Anyway, we have just cleaned out a nice little number of them, so I'm cool with that one. Archers, I have a new idea for you. Get on those walls and prepare to take control of the city. Billman, hold that gatehouse and prepare to move down because we've got more enemies to deal with. And we are running low on units until, so I'm going to bring in some extra Billmen because, yeah, our casualty rate seems it's always pretty extraordinarily high. We've got to work on reducing that. Either way, peasant archers or all archers, we just focus on shooting this general now, please. Fire arrows only because I want to scare him, I want to burn him, I just want him gone. But you lot need to be on the walls first, because you're going to do so much better on that wall, and also it means the towers aren't just shooting at you all the time, because we are trying to take control of them. I don't know when it is considered to be my tower, because they just seem to just do what they want. Either way, lads, that gatehouse, I want it. Take control of the gatehouse. Come on. Don't just stand around and let it shoot you all the time, because that's when we're having issues, aren't we, with like me losing men all the time.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Excellent. The gates now belong to us. I think we can't waste any time though, because we are having this issue where like my men are just like freaking dying all the time, because apparently we just can't walk into a tower and just kill these pathetic archers that keep shooting at us. Right, spears. Let's make a front line. I want it here. Get yourselves down there and prepare to fight off whatever's coming your way. Oh god, I just do not have enough billmen today. Never have enough troops. So, especially when some of them just can't be bothered climbing ladders in the fucking first place as well. Right, come on. We need to start taking control of this land. Get down there and prepare to fight the enemy off. Any billmen that are here, right? Except I don't have any fucking billmen over there, because billmen are just fucking useless today. Yes, but siege pathfinding is still being as useless as ever. Right, you lot, join the levy spears over here in making a line, please. Push for any town militia who still think it's okay to stand around and be in my way. I don't appreciate their presence. Not one bit. We are still trying to take this guy down by way. We haven't had one kill yet, and I'm getting disappointed at this. Right, maybe we just need to go for regular shots. Guys, go for regular shots, and just please, for fuck's sake, be more accurate. So I haven't seen one dead bodyguard yet, and that depresses me a little bit. I know you guys are like low tier archers, who some of which still haven't climbed those walls. Get a move on, lads. Come on.
Archers.
Come on, lads. Up these walls properly. Don't just piss around. Because if you're standing somewhere you're not getting a good firing angle, I don't know what you're doing in my army. Right, you lot. Go hunt down those mounted sergeants. Go get rid of them, because they're just standing there waiting to flank us.
Our men are winning
and
the
this tower's
battle.
just set
If we
here,
continue
just
like this,
looking
we
for
will
opportunities
smash
to
the
start making my life even harder. I want you billmen to go down here and hold this area. I've got units coming down now, and they're getting ready to hold the line, or they're just ready to really find a new way to piss me off. Guys, come on. I expect better from my slow-ass troops who just can't seem to get the motivation to stay. And these billmen are about to get fucked, right? General, I want you in the city now, because... Oh, wait, we've lost the gates. Oh, for fuck's sake, guys. Oh, wait, they're going to come out. Right, good. Face him general to general. Archers... I don't even know what I'm doing with you. Get up there and await further orders. Right, you lot. While the general's distracted, I want you to get into him and hold him down. This is our opportunity to get him. Let's move in and take him down before he shuts those gates on us, because that's going to be our opportunity gone. I want a unit of archers as well to go and get control of this gatehouse back. I need the gatehouse to be mine. Right, here we go. Right, we've got one unit hitting on the front. He's going to take the opportunity. Spears, close off his escape. This general doesn't go anywhere now. Excellent. Archers, cease fire. I want a new formation set up here. Billman, well done. You've routed out the sergeant. Well, you've killed the sergeant. Well done. Get back to the gatehouse and prepare to fight.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, the general's bodyguard is just about done for. Send another unit of billmen to go and help out against those mailed knights. They're coming in and they're going to just try and flank us. Pin them down. Or just let them ride right past you.
Charge!
Whatever
My
works
lord,
for you.
only half our force remains.
I know only half my force remains, because half of them just can't get the motivation to not get killed by towers all the time. Right.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Mailed knights
They
are
have
not gonna
lost
last.
half their men.
Good. Keep it up. Come on, lads. Can't be losing half our men before they are. We've got to do better than that. Archers, what part of stand here are you finding it really hard to comprehend? Come on! General, get through this gate. We control it. Get in there. Kill that general. Feeling less than merciful now, which is annoying because I need to be merciful, but unfortunately the French have just driven me over the edge, as well as the laziness of my troops. We've got to get you guys some better discipline.
The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
We probably should have captured him, but... General, I want you to move in, and I want you to finish this battle off now. Sending in the rest of the billmen, it's going to literally just be a sausage slump. We're just going to throw whatever we have left at the centre of that city. Archers, you're not even taking part because you guys just clearly can't even get yourselves organised. I don't understand these towers, by the way. I thought we could just get control of them. I guess I just can't fire backwards or something. Where these towers were really fobbing me off today with just their wanton continuous sniping of men. We lost too many men on the walls today. We need to be faster at taking walls. It isn't like Rome where we can just basically, you know, take them at our own pace, snipe all the towers. No, we've got to be faster. General, use shock tactics.
Very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
There we go. If we barrel through them, well, I say we try and barrel through them. This is a game where legendary the charging is actually quite glitchy, so you've probably got like a 10% chance.
Our men are in command of the city.
Good going. Kill whatever's left of that pathetic town militia and we can all go home. Except there's another unit lurking somewhere. Who is still not dead? A unit of town militia, right. Maybe I'll let them live. You know what, I think I will. I need some sort of prisoner to release to say to the Pope, look guys, I'm being nice really, but Rams deserved it. Yeah. They're not worth my effort, unless they're good about, well, actually we're gonna reach it before the deadline, aren't they? Yeah, they're gonna reach it. Right. Robert, get in there and do what must be done. Billman, hold the line. Should Robert fail his duties. That's a bloody reorganise this army for that was annoying how many men I'm losing. Right, managed to push into those town militia, they're not going to last. Their morale's already dropping. I know they've got spears, but they probably barely know how to use them.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Take them prisoner and prepare to release them back into their own land.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good job, Robert. But still, way too many losses. Unacceptable losses. We should have lost less than 100 men. Well, about 100 men. Losing nearly half our army. Completely unacceptable today. We need to get better at this. The city taking business.
Oh! By God's will, we have triumphed! God be praised! He has granted us victory!
Occupy the settlement, but we shall now take no further aggression against France and begin converting Rheims into a castle. But then again, it is quite a wealthy city at the same time. It's a large town. Maybe Bruges would make a nicer castle. But I need the military recruitment provision in this area. Yeah, you know what? I'll eat my sword or something. Make it into a castle, please. And then reorganise the billman into a tighter unit. Right. We have another French army on the way, but I'm not going to take the aggression now. I will play defensively from now on. But yeah, we're at the worst point with France, and we've now got a guy gaining dread, which is what I don't want to happen. Right, Paris is in the process of retraining. I have no money left to spend because I've basically spent it all on this castle, so we're retraining in Nottingham, we're preparing our men, but you know what, I don't think we have time, because let's face it, we're probably on about 1, no, we're still on 2, but it's going to drop to like 1 within the next turn, that's going to happen, so let's get Rufus ready to go, or at least, let's see what we have available. We're going to take these peasant archers we won, because you know what, I won them, so I'm going to have them join the army. We're just going to get all our completed units ready to go, so we're going to take some levies, take some billmen. I'm not really expecting to win, so I'm only taking what we have. Are we retraining in terms of getting better armor set up? Yes, we are, because we've got a tanner now, right. Retrain the Hobilars. And take 2 extra units of levy spears. And that should be enough units. Actually, London had a tanner, so I could probably... I don't know, London doesn't have a tanner. I was going to say we should have just done some retraining in London, but yeah. We'll retrain that, and then we'll set off next turn with Rufus, and we will go on a crusade to avoid excommunication.
Yes, my lord. And
we'll get Lawrence closer to initiating negotiations with the French. Either way, we're going to try and just be nice now. Those mailed knights need to be returned to Cayenne, by the way. They'll be useless in any upcoming battles, so they need to go back to Cayenne and get retrained on the next turn, because we can't afford it right now. Paris's garrison does not look fantastic, by the way, because it's just 2 archers, a billman, and then just all spears, but...
Begone!
Yeah.
You are not my liege!
This French army could be a bit of a threat. Tell you what, send troops on Rheims to help out, because
Sire.
Rheims can spare troops, because it's pretty much just on the far
By
frontier.
your command.
But at the same time, it has just pushed our morale down, but... Kill the tax rate, and we should be fine for now. And tell you what, I don't want to just leave it without a governor, but Robert, I'd rather have you in this battle because, you know, he'll pack a bit of punch and give a bit of leadership. Right, and swap it out to a growth build policy, and it isn't doing shit, but right. It's just gonna, we're gonna have to just risk Rheims for now. Hopefully the town just doesn't immediately revolt. Either way, let's just jump on to the next turn and see if all my mistakes come and bite me in the ass.
I come as a peaceful emissary, Lord.
If you come for peace, then peace you shall have. I assume it was just a rogue admiral, dear Maria. I shall grant you ceasefire, though in return I shall offer you trading rights as well. Would that be satisfactory to you? Because I'm basically giving you more. Have some trade rights. They're very generous, but I think we would have a better relationship if we were making money rather than warfare.
Of course. I proudly accept this proposal for my people.
Thank you, Maria, for your sound judgments.
Farewell, man.
Enemy fleet engaging us, Philip.
Right, I don't know what that Inquisitor's up to, but whatever. Anyway, Davy... Oh, fuck. Oh, the Crusade grows. Right, I was going to say, fuck, that's probably me excommunicated, but right. Davy Kerfers wants to join us. He wants to be... Well, Rufus wants to adopt him, and he's chivalrous, which is what I kind of need. And he's got command, authority, very, very loyal. And he's religious. Good. Sounds like the kind of guy I need. New mission, by the way. The Pope has now told me to stop my war with France. I will do that. Basically, because if I keep having a war with France within the next 6 turns, I'm getting excommunicated, right? And then the Council of Nobles would wish me to reinforce Rheims, which is what I'm going to do anyway, because Rheims has had a little bit of a riot, and the French are on their way to attack it because, well, I put troops in Paris and scared them off.
Sire,
right, Lawrence, open negotiations with Captain Mahier. And we'll see if we can get
tomorrow's journey
to be
planned
of a more
out,
samite. By the way, look at all that money. We are in the right direction now. So, in a way, it's regrettable. I'm turning. You know what? I might actually just overturn my decision. Yeah. Tell you what, overturn the decision. Now we're even richer. Because you know what? We'll turn Antwerp into a castle. That might work better for us, even if it is a port. But I can't resist this money because it's money we need. But this is enough money to get us set up. Right, anyway. Other things to note. Money is getting better. I'm happy with that. Crusade grows. Venice is now has now joined for Crusade. Construction report. Cayenne has crop rotation, and Dublin has upgraded itself into a town. So we've got lots of fun things to do in Dublin now. So let's get some farming set up so we can continue the growth. In terms of recruitment, by the way, it's just all retraining this time around and diplomatic information. Venice is now at war with Egypt due to the Crusade, and we are now at peace with Portugal. Trait increase, by the way. Giles does not feel appreciated. I guess he needs something to do. Where are you at the minute? You're governing York. What the fuck? Governing York is an honour. Right, I'll find you something to do. Guess where you're going, mate? You're off on a crusade because I just said so. Right.
My lord.
I'll find something for him to do in a minute. Right, but either way. Oh, then again, you could take your new son, Davy, on it. Nah, Davy is needed. Then again, Davy, are you a governor? No, you don't really have any management about you, do you? I don't know how we can just look into someone's mind. No one seems to have management. They just have authority here. Oh well. Rufus.
An order.
Join up with Edgar.
We're combining into a huge force, sire.
Yeah, it's going to be a big force, right. And take your upgraded spears and your upgraded hobilars. I didn't really upgrade any of the hobilars, but oh well, I have hobilars, so I'm going to take some hobilars because we don't have any mailed knights. You know what, take all the hobilars. Right. Now, Rufus, tell me... Ah, there he is. There's a button for joining Crusade. Right. Join this Crusade and make your way to Egypt. You're doing this for me, lad. Represent England on God's battlefields. Take down the heathens. Make sure the Pope no longer hates me. Either way, it will mean we are now at war with Egypt. However, Egypt's all the way on the other side of the map, so I'm cool with that. Either way, you are now a crusading army, and we can actually now start picking up some crusading mercenaries as well, which is a fun new thing. So we have access to mercenary crossbows, but they're already usual things. We can also now start picking up some pilgrims, which are just basically just a weak unit, but yeah, I think I have enough weak units. We also have access to Crusader Knights and Welsh Spears, but not anyone else. But Crusader Knights might just fill a little hole in my army. Their upkeep is still a little steep at 300 per turn, but at the same time, means I don't need to pay out. I mean, 220 is much cheaper than what I pay for a mailed knight. Ooh, it's going to cost me a lot to get these guys in. What's my profit line's growing, so I'm gonna have 2 join us. But yeah, look at all these crusaders. I mean, they are now crusaders. So right, take these units on, and well, I think we need to get a shift on because I do believe there is sort of a thing in which you units may start to desert if you basically don't get a shift on. So we got to do that. So yeah, King Rufus, off you go, lad. Board up with Admiral Nigel.
Conquer distant shores, sire.
And dock off near Antwerp.
Sailing anyway.
And basically...
Are you joking, sire?
I ain't joking, Rufus. You gotta move, right?
I've tried whipping them, sire, but the men are spent.
Don't whip them. That's not piety. Right, either way, we need to start heading our way down. I can't remember if Crusaders actually just have allowed military access, so we'll see what happens. Either way, start heading for Holy Lands.
We go no further today.
Unfortunately, you are going to be on foot because I don't have access to boats. But then again, I think if we get close enough to the waters, we can
An order.
Recruit a mercenary cog. I don't quite understand this one. I mean, can I just... Admiral Nigel, could you just make your way over there?
Yes, sir. My king.
Ah, yes, we can hire a boat if we get close enough. By the way, we can recruit some more units. We can recruit some Crusader Sergeants and some mercenary spears. Crusader Sergeants might be of interest, because, yeah, by joining this they can get some knocked off piety, and their upkeep is quite cheap. And they are dead cheap to recruit as well. Since I'm in a bit of a money thing, get 2 Crusader Sergeants. We'll see what they're like. Hire them, and then head south. Head for the Mediterranean. If we can make for Venice, who will hopefully welcome us, we will hire a boat from there, and we'll try and make landfall somewhere in Egypt. Either way, yeah, we're at war with Egypt. Oh, no, 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 no. But King Rufus has actually gained 2 chivalry for, you know, doing the right thing. So that should be one thing done for us, but I guess we actually do have to follow through as well. We are looking to cease hostilities with France. We're going to do that, and we are going to reinforce Rheims right now, because I'm basically going to just basically go backwards now and just send a load of troops into Rheims. But I'm going to leave these archer militia in Paris now because their upkeep is free. Either way, what do we know about Captain Machias?
I will only address you in battle.
He's got 5 units. They're all probably better than mine, so we'll just do what we can. We can also now recruit an assassin and a spy. I would love to have a spy operating in this region, so we are going to work on one. And work on a spear militia as well, just to bolster our numbers. Also begin working on a church, just to keep the peeps on our side, and we can start putting the taxes up as well. Just keep on high for now. I'm not going to go excessive, because, you know, the attitude of people might go the other way. Rands. I also want to do a church. I basically just want to. I'm going to basically have a little bit of a church drive, just until we're basically in a better position with the Pope. Just, you know, say, oh look at me building all these cool churches. I must really respect the Christianity, yo. Recruit an additional unit of Billman and Cayenne, though, just because I want to make sure we're up to date. Alright, cool. It means I'm neglecting England a little bit with my money, but well, we'll try and do something. And as for you, Giles, if you're feeling a little unappreciated, I'm gonna cook up a little task for you. I hear that Antwerp and Bruges need taking. Head south. Robert might need to do a bit of governing for a while, so I'm gonna have you make your way south, and we're gonna find you something to pick on, because that will get you some appreciation.
Continuing tomorrow, sire.
You'll also have 2 units of Levy Spearmen joining you, because I'm not going to send you a nothing. I can also send you a unit of Peasant Archers as well. There you go. See, look at me raining down all the gifts on you. You will need additional troops, though, which will be provided in France upon your landfall. Still, that's a nice little productive turn. We're off on a crusade! Let's go to the next turn and see if it actually works. Or just see if I actually finally do get excommunicated. It's probably going to happen, but hey, I'm doing the right things for the Pope now, so, you know, I'm being nice. And you know what, I seized hostilities with Portugal. It's got to count for something. Okay, so Marjorie Spill, where are we getting these names from? Would like to marry Davy Kerfers. Yeah, let him have a wife, it might make him feel better. Oh wait, sorry, he's the one who actually feels, you know, he's a loyal... let him have a wife. And Liber de Composition Alchemy. Robert of Chester, an English translator, has completed a transcription of Liber de Composition Alchemy, or more simply, the Book of Composition of Alchemy. Originally an Arabic text which granted compendium of scientific and alchemical discoveries and musings, is being deemed an affront to holy mandate by the establishment. But rumour has it most scholars would risk being associated with heretical beliefs to glean the knowledge hidden within its pages. Ooh, yes, because we can learn how to make gold and shit. Also, the French can't be bothered sieging us, and also I've just noticed Metz looks a little weak, and I do need a castle. I think I've just found myself some more real estate. Right, Lawrence,
Your orders, sire.
have a little chat with Captain Machias.
Approaching their dignitary, sire.
Dealing with your people is always most unpleasant.
Well, maybe we can put an end to that. Let's have a ceasefire, and to show no hard feelings, since I took 2 of your towns, you're not having a regular tribute, by the way. I didn't mean to give that. You get a one-off payment of... I'll give you 1,000 florins. No hard feelings, alright? Still seems very demanding, but... And I'll give you some map information. Still seem... What the fuck? Right, look, try it.
If you wish this to remain civil, stop insulting us.
Right.
This meeting was disappointing.
Disappointing? Of course it was disappointing, because you're useless and you're just trying to get me excommunicated, right? Lawrence, talk with someone who isn't such an
Your
airhead.
Majesty.
Try heading south.
Yes, sire.
Maybe there's someone at Dijon who is less ignorant.
I
than-
cannot do that, sire.
I mean, you cannot do
Without
that.
question, sire. Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
Either way, we need to do something about the French, but it looks like they're going to be crappy with me. Right, end of turn report. By the way, we're doing good in all aspects. And by the way, I'm not just selling them a territory. That does not happen. I'm not conceding shit I've done. England has now joined the Crusade. Ooh, how about that? Right.
An order.
Rufus, keep getting a shift on, by the way. Well, he knows what he's doing, so I don't need to do that. And we have been given 2 additional spear militia in London for reinforcing Rheims, so I will have those join the army of unappreciated. Admiral Michael, what are you doing? Ah, right, it's another bloody Scottish army sailing off a parts unknown to
Boarding
find
transport,
something to do. Alright, you, I have a new job for you, Giles. You're going to head south and you're going to take Metz because it looks weak and I want it. So yeah, it's like sod all there, so we may as well take it before someone else grabs it. Faction announcements, by the way. Alucia has been born and Robert is now actually considered to be more chivalrous in his rule, so well done, Robert. Construction complete, by the way. We have a new church in Rheims. Recruitment report. Cayenne has some billmen. Rheims some spear militia. Rheims also has a new spy, so we're going to start making some use out of him. So this is Augustine Lewis. Go there first and find out what we all of us need to know about Captain Machia and Captain Rene.
Begone! You are not my liege!
Shut up, right. So, armoured sergeants, peasant archers, 2 town militia and a ballista. Right, his army should be takeable. Captain
I
Rene,
will only address you in battle!
he's pretty weak. 38% chance to infiltrate Dijon, by the way. So let's try and pick on Millet Janine first in order to get this guy up to speed what he needs to do. But I think I'm going to try and take down these 2 armies. I don't want to be aggressive, but at the same time, I need to defend my land. And also the French are trying to take Bern. Still amazes me at how terrible my spy's vision is. Either way, well done. You've infiltrated a random priest. We know now that he has a witch hunter because, well, I guess that's what he has, right? Well done you, and well done on your trait increases. That's going to make you a little bit more useful to me. And also marriage celebrations. Yep, Davey's married to a woman called Marjorie. Sorry, it's not a man. Or is she? Anyway, you head back to the docks and
We'll drop anchor until
hello
morning,
there,
sire.
Rebel Army. Captain Christopher, what are you doing in my lands and why should I... Well, I'm going to execute you.
Come and get me, you coward.
Right, he's got a... Oh, fuck, armoured swordsman. God, where are you getting this shit from? Right, this guy's going to be a little bit more dangerous. Then we've got town militia, archer militia, longbowmen. Ooh. Mailed knights, archer... Right, we're going to need to prep... We're going to need to cook up a little force to deal with this. Where are we up to on this army? By the way, we're setting sail next turn. Right, cool. I would feel safer taking down Captain Machia on the field, by the way. I think I have enough troops to deal with him, if I'm honest. In terms of recruitment as well, our options here are not really fantastic, so... we could make a ballista maker as well to help us out, or a tanner, or a new church. Start working on a leather tanner, because we might just be able to improve our troop quality, but even then our troop quality is actually quite fine, so you know what, don't bother with that. Work on crop rotation. If we can grow the city, we might be able to expand our recruitment options in the area. Paris can actually now start working on a catapult maker, because we can start recruiting catapults from the area. And we can also start working on Abbey as well to get some big time perp things. But an Abbey is going to be quite pricey. I think that's maybe going a bit too far. Maybe if we could just try and get a church in every town, that might help. But even then, His Holiness is still not keen on me. So, I mean, we're still building a chapel here. We've got a church set up here. Let's get one set up here. Get a chapels done. We've got something up here. let's get something done in Carnarvon. And Dublin, I'm not going to queue, but yeah. And Ivanus, start working on. There we go. A church in every town should make His Holiness a happier man. Right. I'm going to have to deal with Captain Christopher. Nottingham. Prep me some mailed knights, because we're going to need them to deal with the enemy. And then we'll find some sap to do this for me. I think it's going to be you, Davy Kerfos, or I'm going to start calling you Davy Jones, because you sound more like a pirate. Either way, he can have the honour of dealing with the annoying Captain Christopher. Either way, we are getting close to the end of this episode now. We have about 10 minutes left to go. So I do wonder if I should call it an episode. I'm a little disturbed that the enemy is trying to take Bern, by the way, if I'm going to try and take Metz. That's going to be an issue, but it's going to give us a border with Holy Romans as well. But if I take Metz, then I've got a castle right on my doorstep. I would like to take Metz. Either way, we are going to call it not an episode just yet, because you know what, I'm going to do a battle. So, by the way, you lot group up, right?
Hail, my king!
Robert, take the garrison and dispatch Captain Mehiet.
Begone! You are not my liege!
Robert can easily dispatch the archers and the ballista on its own. We'll let the billmen sort out these armoured sergeants and let the archers have their fun with the town militia. Either way, it's going to be a little risky because we don't have any fantastic cavalry support, but we'll have to just make do with what we have. Either way, I do feel like this threat needs to go, and if the French don't want to talk peace,
I will only address you in battle!
That's the French's bloody prerogative.
Hail,
Right,
my king!
get out there
Sire.
and drive this person out of my
By
lands.
your will, sire,
If he retreats,
we shall engage.
let him retreat though. If he doesn't want to fight, that's his choice. Nope, he'll fight. Alright, strength ratio is 2-1 by the way. We outnumber him by just over 130 men. And we've gone through his army build. He is lacking missile power, fortunately, but that ballista needs to be dispatched by my cavalry. Billmen should be able to take down the armoured sergeants, but we are going to need support from the flank. So it's going to be a little tricky, and I think we are going to have some losses annoyingly, but what must be done must be done. Anyway, let's fight this on the battle map and pray for victory.
Honour and glory await England, men! Our foes are ungodly beasts, and so we are but the swords in the hands of the hosts of heaven. We do God's glorious work, and if we fall, we do so in His cause. If we triumph, we do so because He has willed an English victory. Now, bow your heads. Then, let's to the appointed task. Our foes, the French, it is said, are better lovers than they are fighters. This is true, lads. Ask any goat, pig, or other farmyard animal. Now kneel. Bow your heads to your Saviour, and look only to God to grant us victory. Only with His aid can England surely triumph.
Right, men. You know what must be done. Let's do it. Let us do it for good. Very rainy up here. Anyway, we have a nice defensive hill to start off on. So we're going to start on a nice defensive hill where the enemy ballista might have a harder time trying to hit us. So Billman will be the front line. Spears will be assisting as well. Archers, you know what you're doing. You're going to try... Well, I am tempted to use your fire arrows to try and set fire to many of the enemy, but because of the rain and the wind, it might be easier if we just try and go for straight kill shots, because we're already going to have enough penalties on our accuracy and our damage. And you, Robert, you're going to be run off your feet today. You've got a ballista to kill, you've got archers to dispatch, so you're with me. Anyway, let us initiate this battle and drive out this little French incursion from my lands, and then try and get that diplomat to do something about this bloody pest. We have a hell of a French, by the way. Oh, by the way, I have, if this has actually worked, can. I did put restricted view on, and the game's actually taken it off. Well done, game. Either way, I wasn't going to put restricted view on because it feels a bit like cheating when I can see what the enemy's doing. So for now, I guess this will be the last battle in where I will enjoy this view, because next time I'm going to take it off. Or I'm going to put restricted view on. Either way, General, let's get ready to shift. We've got the enemy making their way up the hill. The ballista is right in the middle, but the armoured sergeants at the back. Right, the French know what I'm up to. That's fine. Right. Let's hold our position, lads, because the archers are going to start opening fire anyway. So, archers, get a few good volleys set out. Let's bring those peasant archers down. I did say not use fire arrows, by the way. Let's stick with regular shots. Start bringing them down, lads. Just desperately trying to run up the hill. They're not going to get anywhere. Lads, that'll volley of kill shots, please. Seen a few shots go down. Seen a few get hit. Right. That ballista's been isolated by the way, and whoa, they really are going to try and blow me up. Right. That ballista might be a bit more powerful than what I'm used to. I still come from the world of Rome 1, or Rome 1 Total War, where the ballista was honestly the most useful, well, the most useless thing in the world. The armoured sergeants are still guarding it, but we might be able to get away with attacking it. Provided we quick, because the armoured sergeants are moving away. So well done, armoured sergeants, on your massive intelligence. Right. Move in, execute those ballista operators. Archers, keep doing what you're doing. You lot, adopt a guarding formation. Spears, move in and intercept some of those town militia, because I need to preserve the billmen for dealing with the armoured sergeants. Archers, you hold your position as well. Do not skirmish. Right, how are we doing against those ballista operators? Right, we're not doing well.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will
Nice one,
smash the
broken.
enemy.
Right. Reform and prepare to go for the big old flank attack. Right. How are we doing over here? Spears have engaged from the town militia, and they're doing alright. Right, billmen, move in for a quick engagement and bring them down. Cavalry, move in and mop up what's left of the archers. Archers, get a volley out against the armoured sergeants. Try and bring them down before we get into battle. Right, the enemy is just trying to clash on our lines. But right, I've got a volley going up and it's going to end up all over my cavalry. Right, that was not the intended effect. Right, archers, cease fire. Right, General, move in for the kill against those town militia now. We need to get some of these guys wiped out before we just need to get them wiped out at this point. Any prisoners that are taken will still be released, however, because I'm still going to be nice. Try and give the French a reason to fucking me apart from the fact that I'm fucking beating them. Right, town militia, they've dropped out. Good. Billmen, focus your attack now on those armoured sergeants. Cavalry, pull out. Pull out, because the armoured sergeants have got their eyes on you. Spears, move in and get distracted, please. Archers, pick off whatever's routing before it comes back, please. I would say I'd let them go, but at the same time I might just come back and be a pain in my ass. So I've got to be strategic and fair. Right, lads, just reform. The armoured sergeants have gone for a jog, so we're in our range of the archers. Archers, get a volley out. Robert, hold your position here. Looks like those ballista operators are coming back in a hurry. They're not the biggest ballistas. I actually thought the ballista was supposed to be huge from that shot that we saw earlier, so I guess the ballista is huge. We might bring one or two in future battles. They might actually be of use to us. A couple of our billmen are engaging the armoured sergeants, so yeah, well done you lot, even though I did tell you to get organised and maybe come back, but billmen don't really have a fantastic time listening to orders sometimes. Either way, the enemy is now making their way back into battle, so we need to be ready for them. Archers are doing everything they can though. They are opening fire. Some are doing a bit more though. Some town militia are trying to come back to right. You bring them down, Robert. They're all coming back now, and I only want to deal with the armoured sergeants. Right, archers, hold fire. Oh, don't retreat. No, just hold fire, lads. No retreating just yet. The enemy's coming in. Right, you lot, just absorb their charge, bring them down, but won't last long. They'll either retreat or get distracted. Right, well done on bringing down those town militia. Go deal with the other one now. pretty much got
Only
this one
half
wrapped
the
up in a
enemy
nice little
force
bow.
remains.
Alright, bowmen are doing what they can. They're hacking, they're swinging. We need to get some shield for these guys. Do you guys really need 2 hands to hold those things? They don't look that big. They're holding... Oh, wow. I don't know why he was Matrix flipping, but well done him. Yeah. Looks like the other side is going to lose this one. I'm happy with that.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, these tower militia aren't doing too well, but the general isn't really slicing them down as fast as I'd like him to, but either way, he's reliably cutting them down, so well done, Robert. You haven't got those silver chevrons for nothing, have you? Right. How are we doing over here? Armoured sergeants are not doing well at all at this point. We are cutting them down quite reliably. They are losing quite a few numbers.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Maybe I could just be nice and let them run, but then again, it would be I'd look nice if I was just to release them all once they're prisoners. Also means I get to kill the captain. Chase them down, men. We need the experience points anyway. I don't think it counts against me if I basically just continue the battle. It just basically means I like to see things through to the end, right? Either way, intercept, do what must be done, capture them all, then we'll release them, because I'm not going to ransom them now. I'm not that desperate for money. I just want to make sure that the Pope sees that I release my prisoners like a chivalrous fellow. But I also, maybe if I act like a chivalrous fellow, maybe the French will actually fucking listen and, you know, make some peace with me. Instead of just saying, "Ugh, I hate dealing with you." Ugh. French. We've got to change our minds somehow. But it's got to be done without giving up a region. I hate to do that. Unless it's like a medical resort, but joining the crusade should be enough to get the Pope back on the side, or if I was to be excommunicated, maybe a successful crusade will reconciliate me or something like that. Either way, keep it up, men. We're nearly there. Nearly done now. Just keep slicing down whatever's left of those enemies, those Frenchies. There ain't a lot left of them dead. Dead now. 193 prisoners, that's going to count for releasing. Right, how are we doing over here? Chasing down last of us sergeants, right? Worry ye not, my soldiers. The cavalry's going to do it for you now. Let them think they're going to get away, but they're not going to get away. They're about to get absolutely wrecked. I don't like armoured sergeants, they're annoying. Either way, that is where we are going to call that one, so we'll just fast forward the rest of it now, because there's really a lot to see apart from just a quick bit of speedy slaughtering, as we just basically just wrap up the prisoner count as high as it can go. We nearly done over there, lad. Come on. Keep it up. I hear you're awaiting my command. Right, go run some more fellows down, please. Just, you know, do everything that you can do. On these lovely little French hills, these lovely wooden French hills. Or are we in Germany now? Ah, we're in France still, because I'm near Rheims. Right. We nearly done. And there's only that one guy
This
left.
is a
Well
clear
done.
victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valour.
Well done, men. These are the results I want to see. Minimal losses, maximum kills. You did a very good job today, Robert. Quite a bit of ransom value from these guys, but
The king will pay for our return.
I'm going to be nice to your king.
You are wise and noble, mon ami.
Yes, I am wise, noble, and maybe deserving of a peace treaty. We're back to our lands, and I don't think they'll
victory!
be coming back for a while.
Hail, my
Robert, we could
Come
deal with
and fight
Captain
me, you
Rene
coward!
next, but you know what? We're going to deal with him next episode as a quick little warm-up, for that is where we are going to call it a day today. So, next time on Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War, we'll get rid of Captain Rene, because he'll probably just run away, and then... well, I don't know.
Your orders,
Lawrence is going to
sire.
try and get some negotiations done with the French and see if they'll listen. Robert's going to continue on his crusade. We're going to try and make a move on Metz. Either way, that is where we are going to call it an episode for today, so I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Have a lovely evening, folks.